I work with so many businesses. And one of the things I find that how to plan the career. So this is my some address to the younger people and some address to the senior people, how they can counsel the young people to think about their career. We do research. So here is our first research finding. 80% of the students in class 11 and 12, when asked the question, what do you plan to do? These are all the sons and daughters from business family. 80% the response is anything other than family business. Now we were wondering, you are born in business family, you are enjoying the life of business family, you are seeing so many things, why do you not want to join family business? And then when we start going into detail, you realize one thing. Of course, too young age to think clearly, but age enough to be arrogant, thinking that what I know is the best. High glamour of outside world, lack of glamour of my family business. And no guidance from seniors. The parents want to say, you do whatever you want to do. I don't want to impose on you anything. If nothing else works, अपना धंधा है, जब भी आए तभी join कर लेना. What will these young people do? So, somebody will want to dream about starting a restaurant. Somebody will want to dream about becoming a pilot. And when I asked that, why pilot? He says, when I was very young, from beginning he had a fascination about aircraft. I said, somebody when he was very young had a fascination about automobile. Does he mean he should become a car mechanic? You have a fascination of aircraft, superb. Think about starting an airline company. And a company owner is a company owner. When you had that fascination of aircraft, it could have molded towards owning an airline company versus working for an airline company. Who is going to guide the young people? So they get highly mesmerized with the world. And our family business is small. Our family business is having problems. In our family business we have to work. So they decide like this. Then we have a second research. 60% of the people who have joined business family have wasted their life around and after that come back to the family business. 5 years of college, 11, 12, FY, SY, TY. After graduation we realize, क्या करना है? MBA तो करना ही पड़ेगा. Now is another myth created by institute like us, that the only worth thing living in life is only if you have an MBA. Otherwise it's of useless. So now 2 more years having done MBA, then taking up a job. After taking up a job we realize is not as much fun as we thought of. So सब पूरा घूम के वापस फिर बाद में धंधे में आएंगे. 7 साल लाइफ का वेस्ट कर दिया. Lost 7 years in this whole process of directionless. The best period of the life gone useless. And then our third thing is already too late. A person who has wasted 7 years outside, when he comes into the business, straight away with looking as if from the top down, and he just keeps finding fault of the parents. आपने तो ये गलत किया, you are doing this wrong. Why don't you hire managers? बोलना कितना आजी है. Hire one person, get work done, and then you understand what it means. But he has read something somewhere and he starts advising the father. After some time there is a tremendous tension between, and it takes at least another 7 to 8 years, which is the most painful period in every business family, after the young person has joined, because of the unpleasantness all across, before settling down the things. Now had it been other way around, when I am standard 11, I am excited to join my family business. What would have happened next 7 years? I would have learned inside out about the family business. I would have gained so much of the thing. By the time I am graduate, I am master of my family business. I have a 1-room kitchen house. Next to me is a bungalow with 3-story bungalow. I have a choice to live in my house or to take up a job of sweeper in the bungalow there. If I take up job there, then I can live there. What do I want to do? Do I want to be in my one room kitchen and have a dream, एक दिन मैं उससे बड़ा बंगलो बनाऊंगा? This is where business people genes come in. And this needs to be encouraged. This whole idea of democracy and people think what you want and all is useless. Had anyone got involved for 7 years in family business, the grip becomes so much that after that you can do anything. But if this grip is not there, then it is struggling. So one thing I would suggest for people to think, what is the best age to prepare the next generation? What is the best age? If you are from business family, the best age is as early as possible. My daughter, 2.5-year-old, she comes with me for her first factory visit to Amul factory. And I am explaining her that here 10 lakh liters milk is being collected and it is pumped up on the second floor. And now when we go on the second floor, there is a centrifugal machine in which there is a high RPM motor moves and the liquid will be thrown out and the powder will remain inside. 24-year-old one student is with me saying, sir, आप इसको बता रहे हो, इसको कुछ समझ में आएगा? And then I told him, आपको भी क्या समझ में आता है? But it is the exposure, it is the vocabulary, it is the excitement, it is about the scale, it is not about just playing with toys. Making our children exposed to the world and excited about doing great things is what business is all about. The sooner the younger generation gets into it, the better it is. Now here is a story of a guy was walking in a jungle and suddenly a tiger spotted him. So tiger started chasing him. The guy started running. Of course, tiger can run far more faster than a human. So the tiger almost jumped. Fortunately, the man could save himself by 1 millimeter. So the tiger could only tear his shirt and he could run. Now the tiger's speed got broken, so this guy got a chance to run further. But tiger was about to catch up when there came a well. Without thinking anything, this guy jumped in the well. जो होगा कम से कम इससे तो बचेंगे. Now as he jumped into the well, suddenly he could get hold of a branch of a plant or something inside the well. He held it and then looked down. It was a very shallow well, dry well, and there was a cobra down. And the cobra got disturbed by something suddenly coming like this. So cobra noticed him and the cobra is now rising to bite him. And he sees up, tiger has already arrived. And he's just trying to struggle down to just catch him from there. Thank God I have held this branch. And suddenly he looks at the branch, towards the root of the branch there are 2 mice biting into the roots of that part. Can you imagine the situation? Upar tiger, niche cobra. Okay. The only support with me is this branch. And 2 mice are eating the roots of the branch. Ab kya hoga? At that time, the tiger was just struggling here and there. There was a tree nearby. So it was shaking. On the tree up, there was a honeybee. And from there, few drops of honey started falling down. What does this guy do? Holding the branch, he opens his mouth to get 2-3 drops of honey and he says it is tasty. Can you imagine this? This is the life of businessman. ऊपर टाइगर है, नीचे कोबरा है. हाथ में जो पेड़ है ना, उस पे भी कभी भी प्रॉब्लम आ सकता है. And still we enjoy honey. That is the spirit of businessman. ये बिजनेस वाले लोग है ना, अलग मिट्टी के बनते हैं. It is not that comfort level. Suddenly we started encouraging that life is only about comfort, that people are losing the business spirit. Business means always excitement. It was always meaning challenge. Money is okay. It's not that for the money. It's the challenge of doing things. That is what business is all about. And what problems we are having. Yesterday I was talking to some guy and he says, "Apne desh mein to kya hai?" रॉ मटेरियल के ऊपर 40% ड्यूटी एंड फिनिश प्रोडक्ट के ऊपर 5% ड्यूटी. Why will anybody buy make in India? And our governments are not realizing, and I see a downturn in few years from here. And I was wondering, ये businessman रोना कब से चालू कर दिया? The whole thing is, whatever situation you give me, what can be worse than ऊपर tiger नीचे cobra? And still celebrating the sweetness of the honey is the spirit of business. Think about East India Company. They came to India for business. And what kind of business? Vasco da Gama starts with 2,500 people, ends up with 50 people when they are in Bombay. India. Tough journey all across. You will go to a place, you don't know anybody there, you don't know language. You don't even know which kind of insect will bite you, and with that what will happen, and still they go. And they can do business so well that not only doing business, they take over the whole country. That is the spirit of business. So,